everyone. Welcome back to Inside Getting Daily for Wednesday.
Hey, this is a gentle hump for today. It's very gentle, just because we were talking about other stuff. Life is all about savoring those little moments of schadenfreude, like when a fat kid falls down and eats it real bad, or a bird steals someone's ice cream cone.
Yeah, like unveiling a mobile version of a popular franchise to a PC audience, and when they boo, you ask them,
"You guys not have phones?"
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
Or showing off a new console that cost $600 in 2006.
Wow, PS3 reference.
Yeah.
Today's date, wow. But yesterday was one for the record books. It got so bad that a THQ Nordic representative had to go on Twitter and say that they weren't into child porn.
Yeah, just having to say the phrase child porn in your statement is a pretty good indication that you did not have a great day.
I just wanted to clear up some confusion here. It turns out that ISIS is not lit in any capacity.
Lawrence, what are we referring to here?
This is THQ Nordic. If you've been on Twitter, you probably saw a bunch of people dunking on them yesterday. So this is the company that recently published Metro Exodus, or rather, they bought the company that published Metro Exodus. They've been gobbling up a lot of other developers too.
Yeah.
And yesterday they decided to do an AMA with their fans.
Cool, that's neat.
Yeah, no big problem. Everyone does AMAs all the time. There's a whole subreddit for it. If they want to reach out to the community, talk to them directly, hype up a new release, touch the people.
Yeah, you talk to them all.
Yeah,
you
just
talk
reach
to
out
them.
and
Physically. Typically, these AMAs, which is short for Ask Me Anything, take place on Reddit, which is where the term originated.
Yeah, but the folks at THQ Nordic thought, nope, we've got a better idea. Let's do our AMA on 8chan.
Matt, pull the ripcord. No, bad. Is that where we go, Lawrence, for the cool, edgy stuff?
yeah, man, that's what I call edgy 14. Encouraging such tracks as Hitler did nothing wrong.
Oh.
The wage gap is a myth.
Okay,
Is this a mixtape you're selling?
If you're not familiar with 8chan, first off, good for you. It's a soul-darkening part of the internet that spun off from 4chan because it was just too warm and fuzzy over there at 4chan. To roll it even further back, 4chan spun off from the Japanese board 2chan, which apparently means that as you click up the powers of 2, things get more and more child porny.
That's not
Which is probably true.
16chan is going to be a singularity of child porn.
Some more context, in 2015, the Washington Post referred to 8chan as a more lawless and more libertarian, more free follow-up to 4chan.
It's also infamous for hosting child porn, as we've talked about. Vice called it an absolute hellscape, even by internet standards.
In 2015, 8chan's domain was seized, and it was also delisted by Google at one point. But you can't keep a good sleazy internet site down, apparently, because it's still there.
All right, well, that gets us up to speed. Lawrence, keep talking about THQ Nordic.
Sure, yesterday, THQ Nordic surprised everyone, to say the least, when they announced they were going to do an AMA on 8chan. Lots of people thought THQ Nordic had been hacked. It was that out of the ordinary, but it was real. THQ Nordic explained their decision by tweeting that, quote, "The opportunity was here and we took it," and said that one person on 8chan, Mark, quote, "will take care of the nasty stuff."
Oh man, we know Mark over here. We're good friends with him.
He's a righteous dude.
Yeah, dude, he sold me his car.
Yeah, Mark married my sister.
He gave me one of his goddamn kidneys.
Shout outs to Mark. We love you, bud. So with Mark at their side, THQ Nordic's PR rep Philip Brock and business and product development director Reinhard Police dove into the toilet and started interacting with what was inside.
And of course, it got problematic immediately, right, Lawrence?
Yeah, Vice reporter Patrick Klepek screenshotted some of the exchanges between THQ Nordic and the 8chanizens, one of whom posted a picture of underage girls being groped and asked where the big titty lolly's at.
Was that you?
It's anonymous, Adam.
To which Brock responded, "You got them already, we'd say." Oh, so he responded to that?
There's a few, yeah.
He's just being cool dude. He's rapping with the kid.
Where was Mark? What the
Mark took the time off.
Flipping
You
around that
can't
shit.
sit
Yeah, you
backwards
can't
in
do
that chair.
That chair doesn't work that way.
Hey, kids.
Oh, boy.
You guys like lollies or...
Another poster wrote, "Please don't censor any games nor appeal to the social justice crowd. You guys are doing fine as is."
Yeah, and Brock thanked them and said, "We'll try to stay that way."
Mark, what the fuck? Dude! You're supposed to step in.
Where are you, Mark?
But the fact that this was happening baffled everyone, and within a couple of hours, Brock apologized, saying they didn't do, quote, proper due diligence.
Typing an 8chan into Google, you'd see enough red flags to start your own goddamn dive shop. because the dive flag is red.
We gotta explain the joke, but it's a good joke.
We're young and cool.
Yeah,
I didn't just turn 34, you did.
What else did Brock say, Lawrence?
He added that he did, quote, "not condone child pornography, white supremacy, or racism in any shape or form, and that he regretted doing it in the first place." He then immediately changed careers, we assume.
Do you go hang out with Mark, you think? Brock never elaborated on why he thought this was a good idea. There's no doubt that people on 8chan play video games. They seem to be primarily PC users and they're never, ever directly marketed to. So maybe THQ Nordic thought they could do a little guerrilla PR move with this AMA and then show them some love?
Yeah, it's kind of like when CD Projekt Red tried to go real edgy with their tweets not too long ago.
What do their tweets say?
They hitchhiked on a hashtag that maybe wasn't the best.
Yeah.
This year they used the hashtag won't be erased. Classic PC games hashtag won't be erased on our watch. Maybe not the best to co-opt an empowering hashtag for use of old DOS games to sell.
Where was Mark on that? Anyway, prior to this, THQ Nordic was making a bunch of really good moves, actually.
Yeah, here's some quick background on them. They were originally called Nordic Games. Then in 2013, they bought a bunch of properties after the original THQ went belly up. Yeah. They'd become known as THQ Nordic a few years later.
Yeah, since then, they bought a bunch of game rights and studios, including Deep Silver, which recently put out Metro Exodus.
They also published the Darksiders series, and Darksiders 3 just came out last year.
And they recently raised more than $223 million to go out and buy even more studios.
Where's the money coming from, Lauren?
What's going on over there?
I mean, it's PC market. They kind of know their own market. They were very good about releasing appropriately budgeted, kind of like mid to upper tier PC titles that turn around money. Yeah. And they're just gobbling up a bunch of developers. That scene has really grown in the past couple of years, and it's great for the PC market because we get a bunch of weird European shit to play. I love it.
So yeah, they're a pretty major studio and publisher at this point, which makes it all more insane that they'd affiliate themselves with 8chan.
Yeah, but then again, those small business habits die hard. They might not be used to getting this much attention. After all, being in a startup with half a dozen dudes is a lot different from publishing games like Metro Exodus and getting hundreds of millions of dollars in funding.
Investors tend to get more nervous with that much money on the line, so who knows what's going to happen, Lawrence?
Yeah, honestly, this sounds kind of similar to PewDiePie and the shitstorm that happened after racial slurgate.
What a fucking jeez, oh my god, what the Sorry, but what the
Kind of similar cultures too. They're both from kind of middle Europe, and
a little bit.
It just seems like people don't worry that much about edgy internet references there. While we in America are busy clutching our pearls, clucking our tongues, and rolling our eyes on Twitter.
Our day will come.
Maybe they're just less inhibited than us, so they come from a different culture, especially a different internet culture, that if they're speaking to their base and what they know, and over here it reads as just totally tone deaf, I can see there being a bit of a difference there. But, like you guys said, and also just like PewDiePie, once there's that many eyes on you, you have to accept that there are different standards once you're on the world stage.
Yep, world stage. So of course, like we said, this is my favorite part of the episode, by the way. There have been plenty of PR screw-ups in the gaming industry.
And there will be more to come.
I'm sure there will be.
Yeah. And they can do some real damage. Back with the Xbox One reveal in 2013, when Microsoft said that it would always require an internet connection and you couldn't trade games with your friends. At that point, they were riding really high off the Xbox 360, but that presentation was so badly received that I don't think the Xbox One has really recovered since then.
I don't think so either.
Don Matrick, he's in a cave somewhere with a long beard screaming.
He's with Mark.
Then there was a time that Ubisoft hired an actor in New Zealand to go into a bar with a fake gun. I didn't know this happened. Is this a real thing? As part of a marketing campaign for Splinter Cell Conviction, he was almost shot by the cops. That's a real thing. They really did that.
Video games.
What the fuck were they thinking?
What about Resident Evil 6, Lawrence?
There was a butcher shop in London that sold meat shaped like human body parts.
That's cool.
Okay.
This is edgy.
Back in the day, Acclaim was doing all sorts of dumb shit. So they offered $10,000 to anyone who would name their kid Turok.
Okay, all right.
Or they were trying to buy an ad space on a tombstone to promote Shadow Man 2.
This sounds like, you know who their marketing director was at Acclaim? It was Mark.
Mark!
Then they went out of business.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Then there was that Kingdom Come Deliverance developer raised some eyebrows when he was super pro Gamergate.
I guess fun fact there, the studio that made Kingdom Come Deliverance is now owned by THQ Nordic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Anyway, like everything else on this list, it'll blow over. THQ Nordic will just keep on swallowing up studios.
Yes, but THQ Nordic pissed off some of its own employees.
Well, that's not good.
And that might not blow over so easily. Yeah. One developer there told Vice, quote, "It feels horrible to be associated with this company in any capacity."
That's bad.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, another said they're worried about the effect that giving 8chan some sort of legitimacy will have on their audience. And that's a totally valid complaint, I think.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's just, I guess, the screw up of one guy and Mark. Anyway, to sum it all up, THQ does an AMA in Child Pornville. They later apologize, and everyone's still wondering, what the hell?
Nobody ever said the video game news was boring, right, guys?
Nope.
Woo!
We're making it fun every day.
Speaking of, now's a good time to announce that we'll be setting up a booth at NamblaCon 2019.
No,
What?
bad.
Sell some shirts, man. We're in the South Hall, booth 215.
Have you been talking to Mark? Don't you tell me.
He got us a sweet deal.
We gotta cut Mark out of this.
Okay, maybe we give Mark one more chance.
Okay, all right. What's the one more chance?
What's Namblicon?
Is good. So it's like the mecha version of PUBG, basically. Also, why are you named Anthem? Do we have to stand for you? Actually, Anthem kind of makes me want to kneel. Not to make a political statement, I just want to honor BioWare's final game. Saying. Anthem, it's got a hub world that looks straight out